Welcome back to another episode of Chat with Chandi, where we talk all things culture, health, arts, and travel. Today is September 22nd. So depending on who you ask, it's the first day of fall. Some people say it was yesterday, some say it's today. I'm gonna go with today. So Sunday, September 22nd, first day of fall, and that's my favorite season. Make sure when you like, comment, and subscribe that you let me know what your favorite season is. Now let's get into why it's my favorite season. All right, so if you've been watching, you know that I love words and I love to look up definition of words. So let's start with the C in chat, culture. One of the definitions for culture is the customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or social group. So I want to look at some of the things that are cultural behind the fall season or that we like to do. I think of traditions also when I think of culture, and what some of the traditions are that I have liked to do in the past during the fall. So I love some of the activities that happen during this time of year, like your fall festivals and pumpkin patches and all of that. So in 2021, my family and I went to Callaway Gardens and we attended the pumpkin patch. I don't know what they called it, but it was a pumpkin patch situation. I'm gonna put some pictures up so you can see those of when we went to visit the pumpkin patch. They had different things that you could walk through to see the different art segments that they had of pumpkins. They had games, they had food, they had music. If you've ever been to Fantasy and Lights, it's basically the same thing, even with the lights and stuff like that, but just with pumpkins. So for the fall, and I don't know where everybody is that's watching this, but in Georgia, fall depends on, the day of the week, but it doesn't always feel like fall. So, but going to those different festivities definitely make it fun. So that's one thing that I love to do, and one of the traditions that I think about when I think about fall. Next, let's take a look at the H in chat, health. So when I think of health, the first thing that comes to mind is mental health, because if your mind not right, the body soon follows, right? So with mental health, it's funny that fall being my favorite season, I still have dealt with in the past seasonal depression. I don't know if any of y'all have ever dealt with that, but it's like legit a real thing that this time of year, you could start feeling down, start not wanting to be a part of certain things, and just want to be secluded and things like that. So also drop a comment in the chat and let me know if you've ever dealt with seasonal depression or if you have any tips on how to handle seasonal depression. I know for me, it takes thinking about, what are the things that I like to do around this time of year and how I can bring myself out of that. Also, let's take a look at things that you might do. How does your self-care routines maybe change around this time? I know with the weather changing, well, any time of the year, really, you should keep yourself moisturized, but it's even more important during this time of year because the colder the weather gets, it can have an effect on your skin. So you definitely want to take care of yourself during those months as well. Let's turn to the A in chat for arts, okay? So I'm a writer, as you know by now. So definitely writing is involved in the arts, right? So I write poetry, and I don't know how I feel about sharing it, but this one, it doesn't go as deep as some of the others. So I'm gonna share one that I wrote about my favorite season. Fall or autumn, either way, it's a beautiful season. It's by far my favorite for many different reasons. Walking outside in the morning, being met by that crisp, cool air, feeling the wind caress my cheek and meddle with my hair. The vibrant colors of the fall decor, the sounds of nature, festivals, and more. But at the same time, somehow I can find myself sad, wondering what happened to all that joy I just had. Looking outside to see if it's already dark. Now all those dreams of things to do, I'm not so ready to embark. Wanting to turn around and head back to bed, not do even half the stuff that I just said. Then I think back to all that fall has to offer, and these thoughts leave me not so somber. Remembering all the good that it has to bring, and enjoy the season and all the things. So I don't have a title for it, but that's my poem. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, we've reached the T in chat, which is one of my favorite things to do, travel. So where do you like to go to travel, especially during the fall season? I know for me, back when COVID happened and when it came time for fall during COVID, and we were still dealing with that, our family liked to go to the park. So we would go to local parks here in the city that we live in. We also went to a few of the state parks. So I don't know where everybody lives or what you're close to, but a good road trip, that's good for any season, but especially fall because it's not as hot as the summer, depending, because it was like 90-some degrees today on the first day of fall in Georgia. But for real though, going to a park and just being one with nature, if you're just taking a walk, or if you're going somewhere that has activities at the park, that can be fun too. Or going on a road trip with no destination. I have yet to do that, and that's something I definitely want to do. So drop a comment below and let me know whether or not you've taken a no destination road trip anywhere, and let me know where you like to travel to in the fall. One thing that also comes along with the fall season is football season. Who doesn't love football season? Well, I like the tailgating part actually better than the game. I like the food that's out there. I like the camaraderie. I love all of it. And I like to hear the trash talking too. I personally do not have a team. I just go with whatever team my husband likes. So that's what football season is for me, tailgating and cheering on my husband's teams. So just like with any season, one thing that I think about when going into a new one is the food. So fall makes me think of a big pot of soup or chili on the stove, just starting to get those warm meals. What do y'all like to eat during fall? I know a lot of people, you start seeing pumpkin spice this and pumpkin spice that. As much as I love fall, I don't like pumpkin spice anything. I don't like the drink. I don't like the flavor. I don't like the scent, really. I do like some of the fall scents. Actually went to the mall today, looked around at some of the clothing that they had where they've changed over from summer to fall, as well as some of the scents that were in Bath and Body Works. So, and I'll drop some of those pictures in so you can see the scents that are available out there. But some of them were thumbs up and some of them were definitely thumbs down. There was like an apple crisp one. I didn't like that at all, but some of them had the pumpkin name on them and they did smell good. So I might can get with a couple of the pumpkin candles, but definitely nothing that I'm gonna eat or drink. The fall season runs from September 22nd to December 20th because December 21st is the first day of winter. So with that, the holidays fall in between. So you have Halloween and you have Thanksgiving falling in there, which are two of my favorite times of year. So I do like to dress up for Halloween. I haven't started thinking about a costume for this year yet or what I'm going to do. So we shall see. That might be an episode. Let me know if you'd like to see that in the comments. Also, Thanksgiving is one of my favorites. We usually go to my brother's house with family and gather for Thanksgiving. This previous Thanksgiving, we did a charcuterie board spread, which I love a charcuterie board, y'all. So y'all definitely might see me making a charcuterie board on the channel soon. So look out for that. But we did a spread of charcuterie boards for everybody to kind of graze upon before all of the food was ready for Thanksgiving. Let me know what you like about the holidays or this time of year in the comments, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. By now, you know I love all things seasons. So with that being said, I also like the comparison of the actual seasons, fall, winter, spring, summer, comparing it to life. So I think that the part of life that I'll compare fall to is learning to let go. The leaves falling. Yes, people fall off in our lives. We fall off from careers, from hobbies, from whatever, relationships, all of those things. But then that leaves room for us to grow. That leaves room for us to plant a harvest, to see something grow from that. So that's the part of life that fall is. And we need all 4 seasons so that we can grow. We should be ever evolving. So also that will be another segment that I'll be bringing about during these episodes. So I hope you continue to watch. I hope you continue to enjoy. And remember to think about all things culture, health, arts, and travel. See you next time.